Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos Wasteland Wednesday. Yo, it been a hot minute since I put up some of that. I was gonna say Black Ops 2 footage, but you know I'm talking about them ghosts, them Call of Duty ghosts on the Xbox One. Smooth times these days, man. Smooth times. This is some of that Devastation DLC map pack. I actually got it still on my screen over here. Hopefully, I think I turned the music down so it's not too loud, so y'all won't be able to hear new music. How about that in the last patch? I like that. It's these small things that they're getting right with this game, man. I mean, like something as stupid as like new menu music. I would have really appreciated that, you know, in Black Ops 2 days when I was playing. You know, I played it like a full-time job. You know, I like to put in 50 to 65 hours a week. And I would have appreciated some fresher music rather than the same stale tune. And for the most part, the menu music's always been pretty good. Maybe I should do my favorite menu music episode one day. But for the most part, check this out. I kill this guy for this damn streak, and I get the Seekers, I think it's called, or whatever. I think it's called Seekers. Yeah, Seekers. And it's basically the kill streak specific for this, and it's like these like alien things that blow up against like the enemies. I'm like, oh shit! So I'm like, yo, you gonna hide over there? You gonna learn today, boy? You learn today, all right. Shout out to Kevin Hart, man, my dude. So they brought new menu music in. I mean, the new guns, the Ripper. I haven't really used it too much, to tell you the truth. I'm very still content with this SA. And I'm not going gold on all the weapons. I don't even know what you could do in this game, to tell you the truth. Like I did in the other one. I'm just not playing Call of Duty as much as I used to. And not necessarily because the game's bad, just 'cause I don't got time for it. You know, I like to diversify my bonds. I diversify the channel. I diversify my bonds as well. I play as much Call of Duty Call of Duty appears on my channel. That's pretty much how it rolls. So I'm not playing that as much. One interesting notation I'm going to put over here aside before I talk about the maps is, you know, playing Titanfall has really changed how I play Call of Duty. Not necessarily how I play, but how I feel about it. So when I play Titanfall, you know, you could climb up anything. I mean, I feel limitless. Like, the sky's the limit. Always running. You know, Marathon Pro. Shout out to Black Ops 1. It's just, I feel like I could do anything. And then when you play like Ghost, all of a sudden you feel like so restricted. And I remember when Ghost came out, I'm sure you could pluck out a video when Ghost came out of me saying that I love the freedom of movement at this, that I love the slide, that I love the quicker mantle mechanics. I loved it. And now it's like, yo, there's no freedom of movement here. I feel mad stagnant. Why can't I move anywhere? And that's like a Titanfall effect, and it's going to be very interesting to see how that affects other people and whether that's just mainstream, you know, upon everybody, because I got it because I got an Xbox One, but a lot of people don't have an Xbox One. Some people get it from 360, but, you know, all the Sony crew, and probably with Call of Duty making the move over there to be more of a PS4 type game, you know, pushing that with the DLC coming out first on that and whatnot, as it's rumored. It'd be interesting to see if that is just something that, you know, will be falling upon Xbox players. Will that be enticed by everybody? You know, maybe everybody will kind of get to dabble into Ghost and see, or dabble into Titanfall and see how that changes the game. So I was pretty curious, because when you look at these guys make first-person shooters. They all play each other's games, man. They all play each other's games. Everyone's playing Battlefield 4. Everyone's playing Ghost. Everybody's playing Titanfall. Everybody's playing Killzone. They're like, yo, let's see what this guy did that we could do over here, that we could change and, you know, kind of Call of Duty eyes and make it our own. And you see that, you know, it's a copycat game. It's a copycat league for everybody over there. And although people really preach innovation, like innovation, people kind of like some things to stay the same. And that's just how it is. You find a comfort level with some things staying the same. So change in moderation is the key over here. These map packs really address some of the shortcomings I felt that Ghost had. Specifically, you know, the fact that there aren't too many small maps. And these maps aren't small per se, but specifically this map where I'm playing on, I feel you get from one encounter to another ASAP. Like, very quickly. Like, you could spawn and not. Now, in this case, I'm kind of going around. I'm trying to wrap around this spawn specifically because I wanted to get this Maniac. So I'm not running into anybody, but you could just kind of dart out over there in the middle. You always have gunfights from 3 or 4 different sides. A lot of places to go to, a lot of places if you want to do the lean thing, you can do that. A lot of highs up, a lot of downs. Very nice. And unfortunately, here I killed my own teammate with a care package. My fault, yo. I apologize for the task at hand. And this is a very close game. It comes down to the limit to the wire. It's going to be tight Tuesday footage. But I felt pretty bad killing that damn dude. I was like, damn, I can't believe I did that to him. And it's very rare that you get anybody with it, let alone like a teammate. But shit, I guess I did that. My fault. And over here, look how unstealthy I am right there. I just ran right at the dude with the Maniac. And over here, I'm like, oh, you're not paying attention? You dying, bro. That's kind of how that works. But they addressed that. There's also, I remember, a map where I played on a bridge of sorts. I'm not too familiar with the names yet. I've honestly played a little bit today, and that's it. I haven't had too much time since the map patch came out on Thursday. Kind of interesting, it came out on Thursday, right? I mean, normally that was always like a Tuesday kind of thing. I don't know about this Thursday release date. It actually came into it through, and I remember I jotted it down on my calendar at work, Devastation Thursday. And when I came Tuesday, I was like, I had to be wrong, right? It's got to be Tuesday. I'll pick it up tonight. And then it wasn't for DLC. I'm like, yo, what kind of is this? Yo, why is it not here? What the hell? And then I'm like, oh, I was actually right when I wrote it. I'm like, it's Thursday. Okay. Whoopsies. But it kind of addresses that to me. There's a lot of smaller maps. And not even necessarily that the map's small, because all these maps are still kind of relatively big. You know, compared to Black Ops 2, these maps are pretty big. But they have small encounters, small window of encounters. So you could play a long shooting game like I'm doing right now with that guy up top there and with a SATCOM, or you could do kind of what I've been doing, going inside, underground, that side, and popping people over there in very close range, proximity, and then you get stabbed over here. And this actually, I think, is the remake of Dome. That's kind of why it feels that way, but it feels like more expansive than Dome. And honestly, the first time I played it, I didn't really even think about Dome. Like, it wasn't, like, I looked at it and it's not Dome to me. I played it because something completely else. And it took me like a little while before I made the video. And I was looking at the footage, I'm like, yo, this is the one that they called, oh, shiznaps. But yeah, you can kind of play it like Dome if you want to. But there's a couple slight alterations over there. And I think slight alterations for the better, which is always a rarity kind of when they do that in these. You never want to really trust that, how it is. But overall, it's a pretty good map, and it feels and it plays bigger than Dome to me, in terms of lines of sight, in terms of way you could play. And that just may be, I might be incorrect on that, but that's how I feel about it. And overall, this map pack is pretty good. I haven't played the Extinction yet. I have not played the Extinction yet. I cannot wait to try out the Extinction mode yet. Yeah, we'll hit it up that this weekend or something like that. They put up some freestyle footage for that. I got some fun on Freestyle Friday too. Ooh, check it out now. The ball's all over, break it down now. The ball's all over, check it out now. The ball's all over. And then I looked over here at the score, I'm like, yo, this shit's mad close. I was like, let's wrap this up real quick, bro. Your boy Marcos, overall, is Devastation map pack. Thoroughly enjoyed it, thoroughly like it over the other one. I don't even know what the other one was called. Overtaker, Overreach, or Undertaker. It started with an O, right? Because it's supposed to spell Odin. Overreacher, Overtaker. Overlord. Overlord. That's a dumb name. We out of here. Deuces.